There's actually 4 different ways that you can get away with using copyrighted music in your videos. And believe it or not, there's both paid and free ways to do this. Now, each one of these methods have their own pros and cons, so I encourage you to listen to all the different methods so that way you can figure out which one's gonna work best for your content. And before we begin, this is not legal advice. This is for entertainment purposes only. Proceed at your own risk. Now, probably the easiest way to use copyrighted music is to just use it. Like almost every single phone has a screen recorder built in. Your computer can get one, and you literally just turn on the screen recorder, click play on the song that you want to use as background music, let it run through and record the whole song, and then stop the screen recorder. And now you have a file of that song on your phone or computer that you can add in as audio into your video editor. Now, obviously the pro with this is you can use any song that you want, but the con is that YouTube's Content ID system will know that you're using the song in that video and will claim your video. And essentially what happens when your video gets claimed is that it could block your video from being viewed either in all countries or just some countries. It can lead to your monetization being blocked, or the creator of that song has the right to monetize on your video and get the ad revenue from it. Or they can also track the video's viewership statistics, which no one really cares about. But to be honest, if you're just doing this for fun or for memes or different things like that, and you want to use the copyrighted content in there, yes, there could be restrictions. Your video could get blocked in some countries. But if you're not really pursuing YouTube seriously and you're just making meme videos, there's nothing really stopping you from just using copyrighted content. So that's technically an option, not one that I necessarily recommend, because hey, if you're gonna make fun meme videos, at least be able to grow a following and be able to monetize that and make some extra money just to fund your hobby even, which is where it might make more sense to use one of the next options, which option number 2 is to pay for licensing for that song. Now, unfortunately, you can't really pay for licensing for songs that are done by popular music artists, unless you've got thousands of dollars to spend on a video like Mr. Beast getting Hans Zimmer to make music for his video. Now, there are some companies in the music for creators space that claim they're gonna give you a license for popular music artists. However, I'd encourage you to read the terms and conditions of that specific license, as it's not all that it's cracked up to be. Not gonna name names, but you can take a guess. So you may not get the exact track that you want for your video, but you can still get music for your videos that matches the mood and feel of the video you're making. And in this space, there's a lot of different options to choose from, but the one I've been personally using for years, and is the one I recommend, is Epidemic Sound. They're also sponsoring this video, so thanks, guys. Now, you probably already know that they have 50,000 music tracks and over 200,000 sound effects that are safe to use anywhere online. But what you may not know is that they now have plugins for Adobe Premiere Pro and DaVinci Resolve Studio with some freaking cool features. For example, their new Search by Video tool will analyze your current frame with AI and recommend music and sound effects to fit your video. They've also just introduced Create Versions, which allows you to create new versions of the song you're listening to. Choose how long you want the song to play for, and if you want the track to be loopable. Then Epidemic Sound will remix the track and give you multiple variations to choose from. This is huge for people who want to make short, loopable tracks for their short form content, or if you just want a song to be able to loop through a really long video. You can actually go and try these features for yourself using my link and code in the description. That's going to get you a 7-day free trial and your first 2 months at 50% off. And this is also a limited time deal, so make sure to grab it. Now, option number 3 to using copyrighted content is to use music that only requires crediting. So you can find channels actually on YouTube. For example, Audio Library, Music for Content Creators, is probably one of the bigger channels that has this. And they have a whole bunch of tracks that you can use in your videos. The only thing is you have to credit the creator in the description. So usually in the description of each of these videos, you'll find a little section that you need to copy and paste into your video, so that way the creator gets credit and then you're able to use it in your videos. Now, obviously the pros of this is that it's free and you don't have to actually pay for anything. You just have to credit the creator. The cons, though, is you still don't have a license with this method. If this creator takes this song and then ends up selling it to someone else, they can then claim your video because they have the rights to the song. So there's really no guarantee that if you use this music that, yes, I am covered and no one's going to come back and claim this when this video goes viral. So whether you want to take that route, it's totally up to you. At least in a temporary, you should be fine using this music, so long as that creator, doesn't do anything shady and start claiming people's music later on or selling their work. And then finally, option number 4 is to make your own music or use AI to make music for your videos. And when you do this, you are technically the copyright owner because you created the song. So you can totally add it to your own videos. And even if you don't know music, again, there's tools like AI where you can just enter prompts in and it'll generate the song for you. One of the ones I've been playing around with is aimusic.so. I've been having a lot of fun with that. But then there's also other options like GarageBand, where Apple has something called Apple Loops, where they already have all these sounds that work perfectly together. So all you have to do is pick a beat, add it to the music timeline, pick a melody, add it to the music timeline, and boom, you have a song just created like that. You don't even actually have to know how to play an instrument. You're just adding basically sound effects in to create a song. Now, obviously, the biggest cons with this is you have to go and create it, or you have to trust AI to make the right version of the song you want, which I've at least found right now with AI, it's not perfect. It can make some cool stuff, but it's not consistent where I could actually rely on it on a regular basis. But if you have some time and you're willing to learn the skill or just learn how to use Apple Loops, you can totally just make your own versions of song, make them how long you want them to be. Like, you have full control because you are the creator of that part. And hey, then you're also learning a bit about audio and music, and that can be also a helpful skill to have as a creator. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and be sure to utilize that free trial that I have down below. Check out Epidemic Sound, see if it's right for you, or try some of the other options here as well. And if you are a new creator trying to figure out YouTube, definitely check out this playlist.